What do you think of the current market right now?
It's unbelievable for me. Think about it. All these people, it's like the golden age of creative finance, because people went out in 2019 to 20, 21, and 22, and they obtained all these 2, 3, and 4% interest rate loans. Now the market changed and shifts, and people that are in foreclosure right now, or people that are going through a job change or whatever it is, this is what's happening. If, let's say I buy a property that is cash flowing $300 and all of a sudden my rent rates come down, what do I do with that asset? One, I either I don't cash flow on it, which is that's not a newbie strategy. That's a strategy I can withstand. Or B, I divert and do a different exit strategy. I go midterm, I do short term, I do sober living, I do something along those lines, and I amplify my cash flow.
Then why isn't the strategy just doing that from the beginning? Like just doing all sober living, all...
For me?
Yeah. Because like if that's your alternative to make more money, wouldn't you just start with that?
So I started with Airbnb. This is a great question. Yeah. So I started with Airbnb because I thought, okay, a lot more cash flow. This is super exciting. I'm going to go this route. I think Airbnb is so overhyped. It's ridiculous. So I get up to 75 Airbnbs, and then regulation starts setting in Atlanta. And I'm like, dude, I've got 15 Airbnbs in Atlanta. And now the regulations are coming in. You have to have a license there now, and you can only have one property per license. I have 15 properties. So I didn't know. I had to learn through my mistakes. And so my properties in Atlanta, I kept them all, but I then diverted them to sober living. You have to kind of get educated along the way. I didn't know that from the beginning. I mean, on my first deal with Janie, I didn't even know how to fill out a contract, right? You got to figure these things out along the way. It's the same thing with like real estate agents. Agents don't learn how to comp a house in real estate school. They got to learn that out in the field. It's funny. Most agents are going and doing a listing appointment and listing their first house before they even know how to value a property. Right? They're listening to their broker, or they're listening to somebody else. So you kind of have to have guidance along the way to navigate the waters, if that makes sense.
So why are you comfortable sharing all of this information? It sounds like you kind of figured out the code.
Bro, I don't have to look for deals when I teach people how to do this. Like these deals are coming to me from other people that I taught. Like I'll go put this on YouTube. Somebody figures out how to do it. They sell me the deal. Last year we bought...
They sell you the deals. And
they assign them to me.
They're doing all the work.
Got it. But very rarely do people actually approach you directly now.
What, so homeowners?
Yeah.
Well, homeowners stopped. I stopped doing postcards and billboards and all that kind of stuff about 6 years ago. And what we did is we started doing cold calling probably 4 years ago.
Did you hire people for that?
Yeah, we use a company called startvirtual.com that's like, they're in the Philippines. They do the cold calling and the texting and they do the outreach. But that's only like 30% of my deal flow. 70% of my deal flow right now comes from people that I taught, whether on YouTube or at a RIA or something else. They go out, they go get the contract, and they bring it to me and Molly, and we gobble them up.
And when did that start actually taking a significant amount?
Probably 4 years.
4 years ago?
4 years ago, yeah. Right now, I could turn off all lead generation and just sit here, and I turn down 80 or 90% of the deals that get sent to me. My whole inbox is flooded with these all over the country.
And you look at them personally, or is there
Molly does.
First filter?
Molly does for the first part, for the most part. So like Jimmy Al is the first guy I ever taught how to do a sub 2 deal 2.5, 3 years ago. I was like, wow, okay. If I could teach people how to do this, I don't have to go out and prospect anymore, right? It's kind of like being a broker. It's like I go teach agents how to go do listings, and I don't have to go do listings anymore. So that's what I did. I taught Jimmy Al was the first guy, and here he is now 3 years later, still selling me deals.
And he's making good money?
Yeah, I make 10 grand on he didn't have to do anything on this. Do you know what's funny about this? This is how good Jimmy is. Jimmy didn't even find that deal. Jimmy learned what I taught him, went to a local RIA, taught like 13 or 14 real estate agents to go, hey, if there's expired listings or there's listings that are on the market for 100 days and they're not selling, which is massive right now, days on market have gone crazy. So if you want to go get a deal right now, you and I could go get a sub 2 deal in Vegas in 4 minutes. Like that's how easy this is. So Jimmy teaches these agents, he goes, hey, go to expired listings or go to other agents that can't sell their listings. I'm a buyer. So now he's got agents bringing him deals, and then he assigns those to me. So he's not even the one doing the prospecting anymore.
Jeez.
It's crazy.